Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Living the Life Show. I'm your host, Columbus Cody, and I'm so glad you chose to join me today for the verse of the day. Now, today's verse of the day is going to leave you encouraged. It's going to actually increase your respect and honor of God. And, well, it should. It should. Today's verse comes from the book of Psalm, chapter 8, verse 3 and 4. And we're going to read the NIV, and this is what it says. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is mankind that you're mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them. I thought about that. I thought about how it says here, what is mankind that you're mindful of him, that you care so much about man? We think about all the beautiful things you've seen in your life that God has created. When you look up at the night sky and you see that he just painted it so perfect, and then he just flung the stars up there and they're perfectly symmetrical and they're perfectly put in place. And he knows every one of those stars by name. He knows every human being on the earth by name. That includes you. You may feel insignificant to us, to others around you, but to God, you are significant. It's funny that everything God created is flawless, except man. Man is filled with flaws, and yet God is mindful of man. God is thoughtful of man. God is compassionate with man. And all he asks us to do is to be thoughtful and mindful and compassionate with mankind as well. It's funny, people will travel all over the world to come to Niagara Falls to see a waterfall. But they can look upon a sight such as a man on the corner, and that sight disgusts them. That sight they don't want nothing to do with. That sight is something that's beneath them. There's no compassion. There's no honor. There's no dignity. There's no integrity toward this person. This person does not deserve my time, but yet this is a person that God looks upon and loves and cherishes and desires to help them out of their situation. Something I want you to ever forget: the man or the woman that you have the least feelings for, that you maybe they burn every nerve in your body. Can you believe that person God loves tremendously? That person that you feel is the worst on the planet, God's heart is open to them as well. And sometimes he uses people like you and me to be a light to that person that we feel deserves to stay in darkness, that will never come out of darkness. And maybe one day they open their eyes and they see God. And hopefully they'll see God through you and me, because we will do our duties regardless of how they handle things. Because what is man that you're mindful of him? The Bible tells us to consider the lilies of the field. They don't work, they don't do anything, but yet God dresses them perfectly. Consider the birds of the air. He feeds them every day. He places worms in the ground. He places things in the plants to where birds and insects can get what they need to survive. And then he looks and he says, are you not more greater than they? Are you not much more than a bird? Are you not much more than the dandelion or the lily of the field or the tulip in your garden? Are you not more than that? You are greater. You are my most prized creation. And I love you, and I want to be in your life. I want to guide your life. I want to show you how to live the best life possible. And the same person that we look at and we think God doesn't want nothing to do with them, he is chasing after them just like he chased after you. So what I would challenge you to do, that's right, challenge alert. I challenge you to look at people differently. I challenge you to ask God to open your eyes that you may see mankind through his eyes. I challenge you to ask God to give you a discerning spirit to know when to help out and when to step back. Because sometimes, yes, we do have to step back from certain situations. But I challenge you not to step back from every situation. I challenge you to seek to be a steward of what God has given you to be a blessing to many others. That's my challenge for you. All right. I pray that today's verse will help you to remember how much God loves you and loves everybody around you. And that will promote within you and me a desire to be more helpful to the kingdom and to be more helpful to those who we encounter. All right. It's the verse of the day, good people. And you know I love you. Otherwise, I wouldn't make these videos to help encourage your walk with God. All right. Before you leave me, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell so you never miss a video. And if you would like to be a blessing to the Living the Life show, in the description below, there are links to various ways that you can make a donation. Remember, every time I get a donation, I use those funds to be a blessing to someone else. And I really do appreciate all of the support that we get here on the Living the Life show. You guys mean the world to me. All right. Before you leave, don't forget, watch it, share it, and live it. Now let's get busy living the life.